Hi everyone, this is audap, and let's check out Redfall running on the Series X. This game is also available on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, you can get the base game as part of that service. Otherwise, it's $69.99. I think the deluxe edition is 80 or 90 bucks, something like that. I think a lot of people have heard fairly negative things about this game, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out hard way. I will say that this interface right here is already a little troubling. We'll just go ahead and play on the hardest difficulty. I don't know, why not? Enable camera shake, no. Head bob, no. Damage numbers is fine. I think this stuff is all fine. This stuff is all fine. Oh, voice chat off. I guess I would turn it on. Normally it would always be on. I guess we're only going to play one player. It doesn't really matter. So we got an FOV. We'll leave it at 90, I guess. Motion blur. You have different versions of motion blur, which we're just going to turn off. I'm not going to worry about calibrating my display. That's fine. Now the default input response is set to media or default. So this is basically your dead zone. If you've been playing a lot of first-person shooters, or actually if you just play video games, period, then you probably want to set this on low, so you have a lower dead zone. And then increase this controller sensitivity because the dead zone is too high under default and the sensitivity is too low under the default setting as well. Okay. That's all the stuff here. Be around the buttons if you ever feel like doing it. Accessibility options. There's some closed captioning. Screen narration. I think it's interesting that the default is to not have voice chat. Usually that's not the case. Closed captions, what is this? Subtitles. I think subtitles is fine. I don't think I need closed captions necessarily. We got some colorblind options, which never work for me. So for me, I just put up with the colors I can't see or can't see very well. Put short notification durations. And yeah, let's yeah, I'm sure I want to keep those. Let's look at our heroes we have here. A new hero. We have Jacob Boyer. Let's see, Raven. Command your ravens to fly forward and mark enemies. Holding left button will make the ravens scan for enemies near you while remaining on his arm. Activate Jacob's stolen bellwether cloak to hide from enemies. Oh, okay, so it's stealth quest. Kind of what we'd expect from Arkane Studios. Summon ghostly rifle. Use the sights to lock on enemies and fire to deal heavy damage. We have Layla. Call in a favor from your ex-boyfriend Jason, who happens to be a vampire. Okay. Summon a psychic umbrella to block enemies and friendly projectiles. Press LB while active to release a psychic blast. Oh, okay, so this is the tank, essentially. Summon a psychic lift that launches you in the air. Well, sort of a tank, I guess. Devinder. Throw a javelin into enemies or surfaces to create a lightning hazard that will zap nearby enemies. Toss out a translocation beacon. You can teleport by pressing RB a second time. Allies can use the translocate terminal to leave behind to follow you. Okay. Use Devinder's heavily modified camera rig to create a powerful burst of UV light that petrifies zombies, staggers enemies. Actually, that sounds all pretty good. Remy, toss an explosive device that sticks to Targets and surfaces. Okay, sticky bombs, good. Command red bomb to distract nearby enemies, making himself a target and absorbing damage. Is that a chicken? What do you have? Create a rallying point where you and your allies are healed over time. Oh, okay. So, healer. Transporter? I mean, these are kind of interesting class choices. Sure, healer. Okay, let's do it. Can I start a game? Maybe I have to delete this character? I really don't. Oh no, I deleted the video. Oh, I deleted the wrong one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Here. This one. Delete this one. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just testing the settings and stuff. I didn't really want to do anything besides that. Okay, so we are gonna do midnight. Why didn't it save my settings? Did it not save all of my settings? Okay, and I'm a little worried. Alright. Oh. Let's play a game. The interface is not super great.
What happened in Redfall is my fault. I think it used to be a nice town. When I first got here, I thought I could help. They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness, maybe from death. A world where nobody was left out. Cups overflowing, rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away. But the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad. Until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
Oh. I guess we are still gonna have closed captions. I don't really need those kind of captions.
She's coming. She'll want to see for herself.
I mean, you just walk around with that light headdress. Hi.
You can't walk away from me. No one can. You all belong to us. The others want you dead. But I want you here. Alive. I can
Okay.
use you. You will never see the sun again.
I mean, I can see it right here. Well, yeah, I think I just saw the sun again.
Are you on?
Oh, okay, it's a little
We
rope.
gotta move, buddy. Boat's trashed. Let's get out of here before it gets dark.
If these monsters won't let us leave, then we gotta stay and fight.
Okay. It's very much an arcane game. Walk on, just grab everything. It's not nailed down.
I talked to him when I planned the evacuation.
Evacuation note. 24 souls confirmed and ready to evac the hell off this island. Most unarmed, a few wounded. Rendezvous just after midnight. I'll give the countersign before we board. Remy. I was like, I don't even care what it is. It's an arcane game. You just grab everything. At some point in time, it'll be useful, or your inventory will get full.
We should grab some of those medical supplies.
Missing child poster. Help! My son is missing. Everett Doyle, age 10, last seen leaving the harvest festival with an unidentified person, wearing blue jeans, green and yellow striped long sleeve shirt, blue sneakers, his favorite yellow bucket hat. Description: 5'1", strawberry blonde hair, green eyes, freckles, birthmark that runs from his chin to his clavicle. Please, if you see him, you must use our code word backpack so he will trust you. Oh, as soon as I figure out where a clavicle is, I'll help you out. In case of emergency, Tess, if things go wrong, or if we get separated in the ferry, here's what you need to do. Go to the car, grab the gun and ammo in the glove compartment. Yes, I have a gun, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Meet me on the observation deck, lower level. If you can't, stay where you are and I'll come find you. If we're still separated by the time we reach the mainland, we should have cell service by then. Text me. If anything happens to me, know that you're going to be okay. I love you. Favorite sister of mine. Stay safe, Cora. Hey, I'm gonna find Cora, huh? Medical supplies? Sure, I'll take them. You're not Cora, are you? I almost emptied out my vending machines. The nerve. Okay, can't break it open apparently. Threatening note, Mr. Sawyer, I've seen you peeking into my windows and putting your ear to my side door. What you think you know isn't even a fraction of what's about to happen. You can stay in Redfall, learn the truth, become one of us, untouchable. Or there's always the alternative, but I don't believe you want to find out what that is. We'll be waiting for you.
The way things are going, a gun is probably not a bad idea.
Legal letter. Dear Miss Moreau, I understand you haven't seen your husband in 10 days, but I'm sure there are stones left unturned. Talk to his coworkers and friends. Whether he ran off with someone, sorry, but I'm a divorce attorney, or got drunk and fell into the propeller of a fishing boat, I shouldn't have to remind you that legal papers must be signed in a timely manner. Look forward to seeing you both at our meeting, with papers signed, of course. If something terrible has befallen him, that will be another matter entirely. A matter for the Redfall police.
Madre mía.
I got a jitterbug. Wake me up before I go. Yes, grab everything. Why not? Fill up on everything. Fairy deck key. Lot.
I thought we could save them.
Lot. Oh, okay.
Guess that's where all the
Weird.
water from the bay went.
Vampires can control water, I guess? Oh, is this my sister? There's a car and a handgun there, I mean... Can I touch the water? Okay, yeah. Apparently I'm okay with water. Break the glass. Yeah.
What did they do to the sun?
This is back here.
Today has been knockin' futs.
Hey, look, I saw the sunlight. That girl doesn't know what she's talking about. That is the sun, right? It's just hidden behind the moon, but still. Hey, what's this glowy thing? Anything good? No, just a thing that glows. Okay.
Those are the jerks making people's lives hell on this island. Some kind of cult. Could go straight at them, or just slip past.
That's an arcade game. Or arcane game. Let's not slip past. You don't need to see us. You see me. Where are you, buddy? I know. My own little helper startled me. Yeah, I say arcane games. I mean, they all look kind of boring. You know what I mean? I mean, it seems like they're all sort of stuck in the PlayStation 3 era, you know, Xbox 360 era. I mean, they look okay. There's like nothing really spectacular about the way their games look. But, you know, they're functional. I mean, things look the way they're supposed to look. They just don't look like awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, they just kind of look average. Okay, headshots count for something. That's good. Sometimes I worry about these online games where they just... everything is just flat HP with no consideration for location-based damage. So that's good. I'm glad they got that in there. I mean, like Borderlands is a you know, a great example. It's like, you know, your location-based damage basically accounts for, you know, the single-digit percentages. So it doesn't really feel like you're doing any additional damage. And here, that was a good chunk of additional damage versus hitting him in the body or the leg or something. What was the boat doing here? Was there supposed to be water here? Oh, I guess it is a canal. So, yeah. Signal flare? I'm on my way, I guess.
Players. Someone might need help.
So much for being sneaky.
Watch what you're doing. God, what? Calm down. You hit her head on every step so far, you dipshit. So? So they only want the blood if they're still alive. Look at her! She ain't even breathing now! I think she was already dead. You're dead!
Really? I can't grab any of this stuff? Oh, okay. I can grab some. I was like grabbing like protein bars and soda pop here just a minute ago. Yeah, you know, I mean, it looks okay. It's not a bad looking game. It's just not very stylized, you know. I mean, it looks just very standard. Oh man, I should not be on the road. I should sneak around here. Though my version of sneaking is just shooting people in the head, apparently.
There's the station.
Who's talking? Alright, we don't have to go through the front door, do we?
Come on, we gotta check the ferry next. Saw some people sneak on it.
Take a look at the sun.
Let's go. Let's grab someone.
Hopefully they don't notice my robot that's just standing out here painted orange and white with a reflective strip on it.
Hollow man, please pick me.
Oh, so sneaky. Whoops. Yeah, so much for going in quiet.
Someone will find it.
I mean, I think that was here. That was like that before I got here. I swear, officer, I didn't do that. No entrance in there. Don't want to cause an electrical hazard. Killing vampires is okay. Somebody here? Combination wrench. Okay, another lockpick. Use 2 lockpicks. What's in here? Ooh, I got a board game and a flare gun. I saw a door over here. Maybe eliminate all cultists at the fire station. Oh. The water just hits the bottom of the basin but doesn't come out of the faucet. I'm not really sure how that works. Firefighter of the Year 2019 Firefighter of the Year bestowed upon Galil Fassi. Recognition of your courage, strength, and valiance, Massachusetts State Firefighter Association. Okay, somebody's talking. I'm assuming it doesn't pause when I'm reading. For a place full of cultists, there doesn't seem to be very many cultists here. I guess I don't really need to go around squatting like I'm ready to pee every minute. Seems like stealth really isn't much of an option. But, you know, I mean, it's a looter shooter. I guess it's not really a backstabby shooter. Backstab and shoot. Note from Mrs. Chen's class. Dear Redfall firefighters, thank you for letting our 3rd grade class visit you. We had so much fun. Here are our favorite parts. Kala, I liked helping wash the truck. Kai, I like petting Flash because I did not know dogs were allowed. Joaquin, I like meeting the firefighters and asking questions. Jan, I like that you had cookies and let me eat too. Fumiko, I like sitting in the comfy chairs and reading. Penelope, I liked taking Flash for a walk. Jack, I like turning the siren on because it was loud. Thank you again from Mrs. Chenslas. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of world building that is, but okay. Alright, we can open our loadout. So I got the centipede pistol, semi-automatic pistol, damage 25, rate of fire 2 point. Oh, they're like the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Okay, so I just have two of the same thing. Well, I don't want two of the same thing. Can I replace this with something else? Yeah, let's replace it with a shotgun. So I can have 3 weapons at a time, looks like. I wonder if you can have more later. Ooh, citrus funda. Refreshing orange juice, huh? That does sound refreshing. Actually reminds me, I have a fridge on the kitchen counter I want to eat. I have an orange on the kitchen counter. Did I say fridge? Yeah, well, that'd be awful weird. Can't wait to eat that fridge.
We don't want to hurt you, but we might.
You don't know what you're missing. If you come out, we'll show you.
Cabrones.
So sometimes I pick up stuff automatically and sometimes I don't. I'm not really sure. Oh, cool. We have reload animations. Love those ever since Resident Evil 4. Although Resident Evil 4 still has the best reload animations. The original, not the 2023 version. They sort of did some of those animations dirty in that game.
Search and rescue! Anyone alive in there?
Yes. Hello? We're in here. Are the cultists still around? I can't open this door until they're gone.
Or dead. Dead would be better.
They cut the power on us. We've got wounded in here.
And they got a bloodsucker in the basement. They all answer to it.
Can you help us out?
Okay. Was there a basement in here? Oh, right. There's stairs right here. My goodness. Radio turn off. Hey, what is my robot for? Uncalled for. Oh, okay, what was I looking at? Just the blur
All
of
the vamps are dead.
polygons. Unlock Remy's first hero ability, Siren. Press left button to have Bribon draw enemies' attention at the target location. Robotics genius, Remy assembled Bribon from spare inventory and prototype parts, putting the finishing touches. That's a lot of P's. Prototype parts, putting the finishing touches on him shortly after the vampire takeover started on Redfall. Bribon is an effective active decoy, packed with the most obtrusive and attention-grabbing features Remy could find. Bribon can recover from significant damage, but Remy can expend a rewire kit to get him back on his feet faster if he's ever downed. As Remy levels up, you can spend skill points to upgrade Siren. I mean, even these kind of lighting techniques are they're very Xbox 360-ish, you know what I mean?
That should get things running again.
Do I need to heal you? Oh, no, I guess you're fine. What's this thing? Popcorn maker? Oh. I remember when I was growing up, popcorn pop makers were all the rage. Now it's just microwave popcorn. Does anybody still like put raw kernels into a machine to make popcorn anymore? Why would you need to? Or you'd have like the stovetop, just like a pie pan with popcorn kernels in there. You'd put over the stove and heat it up over the stove.
Are the cultists gone?
Everybody, it's safe to come out now.
Mission complete. Powerful vampires pushed back the tides and blacked out the sun. I mean, I can still see the sun. But sure. I mean, there's plenty of UV even during the eclipse.
Let's check in on the folks here. Make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, it is a shame they couldn't work a 60 frames, 60 FPS mode. Like, I don't know why. This is not a super sophisticated looking game. I mean, it's like a higher res Xbox 360 game. I mean, obviously there's more textures than a 360 game. Let's not be totally totally ignorant, but I mean, I've seen detail, kind of higher on a Switch game.
Hey, we appreciate your help out there.
Oh, that's not the voice I expected out of that big ass man.
Situation. Miss Della Rosa, you were working with the Coast Guard, weren't you?
Sure was. Talk about wrong place, wrong time.
I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I speak for everyone when I say thank you. My name is Terrence Hunt. I'm a doctor. Used to work at Redfall Regional. I'm taking care of everyone here. Sick, injured, and everything in between. If you need medical supplies, come to me. But only take as much as you need.
Oh yeah, I'm known for only taking as much as I need.
There are other people here who need help just as much as you. We could have died. Glad the Reverend kept those flares.
I didn't even use them. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean to signal you? Right. Oh, sure. Okay, I don't need medical supplies. I mean, I think I'm doing okay. Some of your allies in the fire station run supply caches where you can spend support to stock up on useful items like medical supplies, lockpicks, rewire kits, and weapons. Check back occasionally since the inventory changes over time. You can earn support by collecting supply items or salvaging weapons.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this lighting on her. It's just, yeah, you know, I don't know. I'm supposed to check up on these guys, and they don't say a thing to me. Anna and Joe, guns.
Say goodbye, Joe.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, girl?
Dr. Tiki's fussing after me like I'm the first woman who's ever gonna give birth on the
Ask
front lines of a
Allison,
fight.
Pregnancy Edition. I like how you start talking as soon as I read this book. Thank you for that. Excerpt from Ask Allison, Pregnancy Edition. Dear Allison, I have really bad morning sickness that somehow lasts all day. Is this normal? Am I potentially hurting my child? Sincerely, Love Not a Puker. Believe it or not, Love Not a Puker. A whopping 75% of pregnant women experience morning sickness, and don't let the misnomer fool you. Morning sickness can show up any time of the day. The good news is your baby is totally unharmed. At this stage, your fetus nutritional needs are minuscule, so your sickness won't bother it a bit. Oh, before I forget, congratulations on your pregnancy. I promise it'll all be worth it. Love, Allison. That's not a really good promise, I'm just saying.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Can I guess I'm not buying guns here. It's so weird how so few NPCs talk.
Remedios. Beautiful name. It's nice to meet you.
Just Remy, please.
My name is Reverend Eva. Nice to meet you. Sorry it couldn't be under better circumstances. We were at the homeless shelter before this, but... Anyway, I do the organizing around here. Sending people for supply runs, scavenging, getting people to safety. Sometimes they bring back useful stuff. Check the trunk from time to time. Whatever's in there is yours, if we can spare it.
Oh, she got that junk in the trunk, huh?
Lord help me.
Oh, I'm welcome to it as long as I pay. That didn't really sound like being welcome to something, if I'm going to be honest with you. Revelations of Divine Love by Julian of Norwich. Excerpt from Revelations of the Divine Love. And for the tender love that our good Lord hath to all that shall be saved, he comforteth readily and sweetly, signifying thus: it is sooth that sin is cause of all this pain, but all shall be well, and we shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. These words were said full tenderly, showing no manner of blame to me nor to any that shall be saved. Okay, that was like a big paragraph of nothing. Thanks. I'm glad somebody wrote that down. Wouldn't want to forget that, huh? Okay, well. Talkative bunch, I'm glad I saved you.
I'm not doing your funeral, so don't die.
Seem like you're contributing very well to humanity. Sheriff's statement. We're supposed to believe that a desensitizer bear was responsible for what happened up on the mountain trails over Shade Tree Heights. 4 young people, fitness freaks, were torn apart. Someone at the coroner's office said they were drained of blood, and now law enforcement is referring to this horror show as the recent tragedy. And guess what they're doing in response? They're closing the trail. Don't you feel safer already? It's nonsense. No one should be sleeping soundly until we find out who or what ripped those 4 young hikers limb from limb. Okay, I can't exit. Okay, so is there somebody else I need to talk to? Yeah, just take the bleach. I mean, why not, huh? Okay. It's a mission planning room, briefing room. Can I plan my next mission, or is this just here for show? Where is my next objective?
You said to call you Remy? Good to have you.
Glad to be here. Well, you know what I mean.
I'm Anna. And this is my husband, Joe. You ran into one of those creeps, yeah? Only way to kill him is with a stake to the heart. Makes him pop like a firework. Those loonies, you can take out with a regular gun, though. And we got plenty of those. This stake's free, but you gotta earn the guns out of my stash. Sorry.
She's not sorry.
I ain't sorry. Anyway, nice to meet you. This kind of thing was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm not some kind of proof or whatever, but you just can't look at the state of things and be surprised at something like this, right?
So, do I need to place a stake in here? Grimtide, or the Gulch? The Gulch.
Shipyard ain't safe no more. Didn't even give me maternity leave. Huh.
Okay, we learned Siren. Self-repair. 1 skill point. How many skill points do I have? I have 1. Deadly distraction. Extra annoying. What's this stuff? Bandoliers. Additional storage. Additional storage for assault rifle. Quick recovery. Increase the amount of health regenerated when low. Let's see. Remy can carry more medical supplies. Guess I want this? I don't know. Browse the armory. Okay, now I can browse it.
Bye-bye.
So we got the Moray or the Ifrit sniper rifle. I'm kind of full on guns though. Was I supposed to buy something too? Use the briefing table. Okay. It's weird. I tried talking to her that first time. You just received a new stake you can use to customize the look of your weapons. You can equip your new stake. Oh, it's interesting that the tutorial here after I exit the menu. By pressing hamburger to go to the loadout screen, selecting the weapon that has a stake attachment, and then selecting weapon details. You can also change the overall look of a weapon by swapping to a different weapon skin you've found. Finally, you can change your hero's outfit by selecting your hero from the loadout screen and using the customized hero. Okay, I can't unlock the stake, so... But this, I do have a stake. The stake, for when you need more stake in your stake. Don't cut yourself, cuts more than boxes. Plucks at the heart. Is there a difference between any of these? Other than some clever wording? Two birds, one stone. The people hiding out in Redfall fire station need supplies if they're going to survive. Guns, ammo, medicine. anything to help. A few stores downtown might have what they need, but keep your eyes and ears open for other opportunities.
This was just supposed to be another dry-ass training. Show some coasties how autonomous tech could help them save lives, maybe get some R&R. But, nope. No rest, no relaxation. I've pulled civilians out of firefights, avalanches, and hurricanes. Thought I knew how to yank people out of all kinds of dangers. But this mess is what my abuelita would have called arroz con culo. I did my best to get some folks evacuated on that ferry. Wasn't expecting an enemy that can block the sun and drain the ocean right out from under us. These freaks are out there chomping on people and drinking blood. I can't even say the word. Not yet. But
What,
that
ooh?
crap ain't happening on my watch. No way. We gotta get out there, grab some supplies, and help people get through this mess. Thank God I got Bribon working. And he doesn't have any blood for them to drain. Suck on that, cabrones.
Alright, well, can I leave now? Use your Redfall map to get your bearings and navigate to objectives. Press window to open the map. From the map screen, you can see markers on your current objective as well as other points of interest. You can also fast travel to any unlocked historical markers or safe houses or place pings to help you navigate or point out goals when playing with friends. Yeah, got some good color here.
What just happened? Might be people hurt over there.
Your children crying out for me. I need you here. And you need me.
Who are we talking to?
I have brought you down from the sky. I am the Hollow Man.
Uh-huh.
Coño, who was that? Sounded like a voice from hell. The Hollow Man? That's some kind of ghost story or something?
Okay, well, why don't we stop it there? This is Autopostrophe. You've been watching Redfall running on the Series X. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I've heard a lot of people put this on to like some of the worst releases for the year, and you know, granted, it's just May, so there's still plenty of other time. There's still plenty of time for other crappy releases to come out, but I think, you know, especially for PC players, you know, having been stung by this and Jedi Survivor, maybe people are feeling you know, a little hurt that games on the PC platform, at least some games haven't been faring too well as far as launch date is concerned. But thankfully we did get, you know, a pretty good release of Resident Evil 4 2023. So you know, there is that. Not every game that comes out on that has a PC port is necessarily bad. Just seems like certain like high profile games have not been treating the PC folks all that well. But as far as the Xbox version of this game, like I said, it's fine. I mean, it plays okay and looks okay. Nothing really stands out too much. You know, guns shoot. You know, things die. Like I said, I wish I could say something like a little bit more positive about it, but it feels very standard. So, you know, if you don't, you know, if you kind of like the idea of having like an action-heavy vampire game, or at least a vampire setting, not necessarily have a game that has much to do with vampires, quite frankly, then it might be something that you and your friends might be into, since it is 4-player co-op, you know, and it's comp stomp, so. You're not playing any versus modes, as far as I know. Maybe there's like capture the flag or something that happens later. You know, hard to say. It is a rather large install at 86.5 gigs, and I don't know where all that space went because it just really doesn't look like. It doesn't look that next gen, so I don't know. I mean, you know, some of these textures are nice. I just wouldn't think that it would require that much space, so that was a little surprising to see. But you know, check it out if you have it on Game Pass. You know, PC Game Pass or console Game Pass. I think it's available for the PC Game Pass too. Although I think you have to use the Microsoft Store for that, which is, you know, like a less pleasant experience. And as I said, so far I don't really see anything wrong with it in the first 45 minutes. You know, maybe there's something in there that's totally game breaking that, you know, wouldn't draw you to the game. But I mean, I feel that it's just. I think the greatest crime against this game is that it's just average from a studio that's known for doing, you know, some pretty good games. But if you think back, the last release besides this was Deathloop, which I think also had some pretty middling reviews as well. So it seems like they haven't been able to kind of gain their grace after Prey released and you know, didn't do all that well. Even with it being a really, really great game that folks should play, which I think is also on Game Pass. So definitely check out Prey. Check out Dishonored 1 and 2. Those are great Arkane games. Personally, I felt Deathloop was also really good too, so you might want to check that out as well. This one, just an average game, so I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.